December 1st, Webster University and the African Renaissance and Diaspora Network announced a commitment to AIDS awareness in the United States and in Africa. And joining us now is the president of Webster University, Dr. Beth Stroble, and the dean of the Webster University School of Communications, Erick Rothenbuhler. Welcome, Erick and Beth.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We love having you here to hear everything that's going on at Webster, and it just never ends.
Well, thanks for inviting us to talk, Sarah.
Yeah, we always love hearing what you guys are up to. There's always something interesting. So tell us about this latest endeavor. This sounds very interesting.
Well, any good university loves to work with partners that have a shared mission. And this particular partnership with what we'll call ARDN for short really grew out of our relationship with the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis. I'm on that board and have been for a number of years. Through Michael McMillan's introduction, I met ARDN representatives and began to just have the conversation about, well, where in the world is Webster University, and why are you a partner with the Urban League? Out of that conversation, we discovered this shared geography right here in the heart of the Midwest, right here in St. Louis since our founding, and our newest campus location, which is in Accra, Ghana.
Interesting.
Out of that conversation, then we began to talk about the need to mobilize youth, and particularly college students, to understand the threat that HIV and AIDS is here in Missouri as well as in West Africa.
Yeah, it's definitely a worldwide issue, and these we do hear about it, HIV and AIDS in Africa all the time, but it's definitely relevant right here in St. Louis.
It is Midwest and the South, so there's a resurgence. Probably lots of different reasons, but helping people know that this continues to be a worldwide threat and that there is treatment if you know your status and know to get the treatment.
And I think that's important right there, is knowing your status, because a lot of people are living with it who don't even know they have it.
Absolutely true. And in West Africa particularly, a data point that came out just today from the United Nations says that 4 out of 5 children that are living with HIV or AIDS in West Africa have no access to treatment. This is a dire prospect for an area of the world that needs to thrive.
Absolutely. So Erick, School of Communications. Now, how are you all involved? And we talked about mobilizing the youth, so I'm assuming that's where you get involved.
That's right. That's a natural part of it. And this project is in many ways a communication project, trying to raise awareness and understanding and people's sense that they can do something, right? And so if the university is partnering on this, the School of Communications is naturally going to be a part of that. And in particular, it provides an opportunity for our students to work with professionals on real-world projects that and projects that matter, projects that have important implications and an international base. And so it's a wonderful opportunity for our students.
And I realize this is just beginning, this partnership and this mission. Do you have a vision of how the students might be involved with the communication outreach?
Yeah, well, right away at the beginning, we have students that are working on documenting people's stories. One of the ways that you connect with people is through biographical stories. We can all relate to other people. We can find connections between our history, our story, and other people's stories. And so an important part of the effort is built around this documentary effort to gather the stories of people who know their status, people who have survived or living with HIV but may have survived other challenges in their life, but they're seeing their way through. They're not just surviving, but they're thriving. And these are the stories we're gathering. We have students working on that project right now. Another step, afterwards we'll be curating these and creating a social media platform or some sort of interactive system so that people all around the world can tap into this library of stories.
Yeah, very interesting. We're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to come back and talk more, Beth and Erick, about this, exactly what we're talking about, how you guys are going to propel this in the years ahead. So stay with us right here at STL Live for more coming up.